and then all of a sudden we haven't really seen them in a while. But now that it's January, now that we're lightening up our diets, this is an excellent way to freshen things up and to liven things up for you, because these are the 5 to 6 ounce. Look at how gorgeous that is. 5 to 6 ounce lobster tails from Lobstergram. Their most popular size, which is still quite a bit bigger than what you usually see in your local restaurant. It's M42730. Your option is 10 or 20. If you go for the set of 20, it's a huge buy more, save more of $42. So we haven't doubled your price. It's $42 less to get 2 sets bundled into one offer. And you can do it on 5 easy payments, which is awesome because you can lock those 5 easy pays into auto delivery every 6 months for 1 full year. So that being said, Ms. Jankovic, hello. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
You know what? You and I talk about lobster tails a lot during the holidays.
We do.
And it's a lot of butter during the holidays.
Right.
And that's delicious, and we love that. But I love being able to flip when we get into January, because lobster tail tastes equally as delicious with a little squeeze of lemon to lighten up our diets after the holidays.
That's right. And you know, I personally prefer this lighter fare that we have. Love, 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 with just a little bit of lemon, because you still get that sweetness that Lobstergram lobster tails are known for. You can really taste the true lobster flavor. And that is what this is all about, is getting that luxurious, sweet and succulent flavor out of every single bite. And look at how beautiful, snowy white that is. And then you know that you're putting something really good into your body, and you're getting the true, authentic.
And this is an experience. That's the word that we were both going for, was experience. And it's an experience because we know where these come from. Unlike your food store, unlike restaurants where everything can be very vague and very market price and very expensive, here you know exactly what you're getting. And where are they coming from?
The Bay of Fundy off the coast of Maine and Canada. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. This is the wow factor right here. Look at how beautiful. That is where all of your lobster tails come from. It is so gorgeous. Most importantly is how unbelievably cold the water is. Why is that important? Because that will assure that all of your lobster tails will be sweet and succulent and perfectly dense. So they have that unbelievable flavor and texture that you know and love from Maine lobster tail.
It is so incredible. And that is the difference, is that you know where it's coming from. It is a Maine lobster tail. When you go to a local restaurant, even sometimes to a really nice seafood restaurant, they don't have Maine lobster tail. They have other types. They have rock lobster tails. They have things that come from different places. Many times they're 3 ounces. They're really small. They have to put 2 on a plate. Many times they're overcooked. Here you are in complete control in your own kitchen, and as long as you just read the directions, they come out perfectly every single time. And there's a variety of ways in which you can do this. Since it's wintertime right now, we're probably not grilling much, depending on where you live, but they can be grilled. And how else can we prepare them?
They can be grilled. So it's bake, boil, or grill. Now, if you are fortunate enough to live in a warmer climate, I absolutely recommend that you grill them. It's very simple. It is. You just butterfly the tails. You want to really baste the grill grates with a little olive oil, though, first, so they don't stick. Butterfly the tails, place them down, face down, 4 minutes, and they're going to be perfect. That's what I recommend if you're going to grill. Now, baking. Love, love, love baking method, because that is what you see here. This is when you really want to, you really want the luxury of that fine dining experience at home. The whole
presentation.
That's right. All you do is cut down the back of the tail, pull the lobster meat out, and lay it on top. You're going to bake 425 in the oven for 5 minutes. Fantastic. Again, boiling, super simple, no mess, no fuss. 5 minutes in a boiling stock pot. That's all you got to do.
And that's my favorite.
Because
really when I make these for me. I don't make these for other people, and I'm not going out for the full fancy presentation.
That's right.
So that's the easiest, it's the most effective way for me to make them in my own home. And because of their size, you can do so many other things other than just serve the lobster tail. You can mix this in with a Caesar salad. I think would just be spectacular.
Yes.
What do we see over there? Is that like a bruschetta idea?
This is the bruschetta. Yes, exactly. So this is a bruschetta. I love it because, again, it's a really nice hors d'oeuvre. It's really going to step it up a notch if it's just, a couple friends over or just you and your honey. And this is what I love too. Valentine's Day. We're talking about lighter fare. You can do the surf and turf out of Kansas City. Filet to this. I love that idea. But even if you just want to keep it even more on a lighter fare, just do bruschetta with a little bit of, your seasonal vegetables, some fresh tomatoes on a baguette. It's absolutely divine. Nice glass of champagne. Makes a special, makes a Valentine's night really, really special. And yeah, it's actually, and that's what this is about, is the experience.
Look at this.
It really is.
They're beautiful to look at. They're so delicious when you eat them, and that is part of the whole experience. And Lobster Graham has actually been doing this for well over 20 years. I mean, it's a big deal that they're able to bring this directly into your home. And so let's talk about a couple of things really quickly. So when we get these at home, it's dry ice. There's something called IQF. What does that mean?
Exactly. Individual quick frozen. So when you do receive these, they will be individually frozen. You take out what you need when you need it. Now, if you receive these and you want to cook them immediately, great. Put them in the refrigerator. If not, I recommend immediately putting them in the freezer. They will last up to 6 months in the freezer. Now, two very important things that you need to know. What separates Lobster Graham from anyone else is no preservatives whatsoever.
Right.
So when you are cooking these, you will see you have that perfect dense texture to these. That is because there are no injections, no preservatives, nothing. You are getting
one ingredient.
That's right.
Lobster tail.
Lobster tail. Now the other key factor here is we're talking about lighter fare. We're talking about keeping it, on the better option for what goes in your body, and you know exactly what that is. Now, think about this. USDA has a claim that says lobster has less fat than beef, chicken, and eggs. So when you're thinking about what you're going to prepare, every January I always make that resolution, and I try not to say I'm going to lose X amount of pounds. I say I want to be even healthier this year than I have been in the past years.
Right.
I love that Lobster Graham has taken all of that guesswork out for me. There are no preservatives, no additives, no nothing in this that I shouldn't have in my body. But on top of that, I know that it has very, very little fat.
Yeah.
And I feel really good.
And considering it tastes really, really full and rich and buttery and sweet and great, so it would be hard to imagine that, but that is the truth. So you don't even feel guilty about what you're eating.
That's
right. Let me just remind you of what the offer is. Two different ways to do this. The set of 10 or the set of 20. If you go for the set of 20, the price has not doubled. It's actually $42 less to bundle your offer with the dual order. So the buy more, save more is an excellent way to go because they'll stay good in your freezer for how long again?
6 months.
6 months. It is a long time to be able to use these. They're at the ready. But if you want to lock them into auto delivery, you get to lock your 5 easy payments into that auto delivery. So that way you can get them every 6 months for 1 full year. So your first shipment, 1 in 6 months, and the one final one that you'll get within the course of the year. And 42730, your shipping is always included. My dear, thank you so much.
Oh,
Happy
so
New
good to see you.
Year.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you, everyone.
If you stick with us, we're going to talk about some honey bells. We didn't think we would be able to do it again, but we have something very special to let you know about in a moment. But first, I wanted you to take a sneak peek of what is coming up. Cooking on Cue day today, but we have Food Fest as